Good morning, everyone. Today we are on day 3 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And Amanda Castle is our sketch artist for today. And I think you can find her on YouTube and possibly Instagram at ajoyfulscrapper. And she has a mat going part way around. Now I'm actually going to put it all the way around. And then she has like a diagonal going here with a border on the diagonal on each side, and then some fancy trim on each side. And then she has another color here, and then she has some stripes of paper here, or maybe it's a striped paper. She has 2 photos. She's got some little banners here. She's got a tag and a tab here. And I chose to use one of the scrapbook kits that I had made, so I'm going to use other embellishments, but lots of times we just put something there to specify, you know, to use embellishments there. So now her pictures, I would say they're maybe like a 3x4. Now I'm going to use these ones here, and here's my invisible ruler. And my pictures are actually 3 and almost 3/4 by almost 5. So, and I think I'd cut them out like a 4x6, but then there was, just because of the shape of them, they didn't actually fit into that just perfectly. And so this is Alex. She's the overachiever, and so of course she's little tiny, and because she's a twin, and she's already starting to walk before she's a year. I don't remember what her mom said. It seems like maybe she was walking by 9 months or something. She was walking way early. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. And so my background paper, I'm using this wood grain, and that's why I decided to go ahead and put it all the way around, since I'm using the wood grain. And because actually I made this kit before the 30 Days of Sketches were out. So, okay, so anyway, I'm actually going to put this on here first, and I've already cut this, and I think my cut is not going to be exactly what hers is, because I cut it maybe a little bigger, and so I'm bringing it all the way to the corner where she actually has her border all the way to the corner. And the back of this paper is just as pretty as the front. But I'm using this front today. Whoops. Trying to line it up, I just stuck it right down. Okay. All right, got that going there. Okay, and I've already, now the back of this paper is this one here, which I just love too. So for my border strip, I am going to use this, and I'm just gonna tuck it underneath here and then cut it off. So maybe about right there, because if I do that with the other side, will I be able to figure that out? Maybe not. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna, oh, maybe this one's very similar. Yeah, it looks like I'll be able to do about that much, and that should work good. Okay. And I'm doing this side just because I like to try to use at least 3 patterns. And let's see, I'm going to have it really close to that line. Okay, that looks good there. And then I'm going to, let's see, oh, this one of these is for the bottom, so I gotta watch that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this one here, and it's not gonna go all the way to the bottom, but did I bring that extra piece? Yes, I did. So if I need a little extra, I'm gonna use that, which is the rest of this. So that looks good there. And because I'm going to trim this off at this edge, I'm not gluing this polka dot down yet. Also, having this line here in this pattern, that is helpful in lining it up, of course. And I probably don't even need this because of the extra that this other one looks like it matches better. Because of the extra that I have, well, the picture's going over it, the extra. I wasn't really thinking about what I was saying, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna just line this up to where it's pretty close. I mean, it's not gonna be exactly perfect, but that's okay because I'm gonna, I think, cover up a lot of that corner. Okay, so now I'm just gonna flip it over and cut this off. And every time I do this, I just really want to take it in and put it on the cutter. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same here, and hopefully that goes well. Actually, maybe I'll just get it close and then just overlap with my other strips at the bottom. So I'm just going to do that, call that good enough. Okay, and then I have the little trim, and I'm using one of those Martha Stewart punches. And this is the one I'm putting here. Yes, it is. And this one, I don't think it's going to reach all the way to the, oh, yes, it does. Okay. Except for this is the side I want down. Okay. So I think I'm going to, well, I'm going to tuck it under, so I guess I can just go ahead and do that. Well, maybe I'm going to tuck it under because you know what? I taped that and it might be kind of difficult, but we'll see. But I start pushing this down, trying to lift this up. I think I'm going to cut a little more of this off. I think I cut it 3/4 and then decided now that it could have been a little smaller. And I'm sticking it right to my table, so I'm going to kind of smash it up a little. Okay. And I'm trying to decide where I want that little design to go. I think maybe right like that. And then I can just cut this off to here, and then my bottom trim is going to go over that a little bit. And I'll do this. Okay. Okay, and since I did the same thing over here, I'm going to lift this up a little bit. Okay, that one's not cut or glued down quite as much, but I'm going to go ahead and trim some of this off anyhow, because I just really want the decorative edge to be sticking out. And again, I'm going to start it at one of these little edges. And I think since I cut it now, I'm going to have to tuck it underneath and maybe just glue it if it doesn't stick to that little bit of tape I got underneath the other. Okay, that's actually working good. Okay, I think that actually looks really good. And I don't know if I'll need an extra one down here, but if it does, I'll add it. But I know that part of it will be covered up with the pictures. Yeah, like I'm sure that will be. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And so I've got a 1/2 inch going around each side. And it's kind of hard for me to see it on my wood grain cardboard that I have here, because it is almost the same color. Okay, what did I do with my invisible ruler? Okay, that looks good. I think this is such a cute sketch. It's so funny because sometimes the sketches go, it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be hard. And I always love them when I'm done. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, I just realized I cut this off and I wanted this to go across here. So what I'm going to do is cut off enough of this to go here, because this will actually overlap it, so it will be fine. But I'll tell you, when you realize that you cut the part that you needed, because I cut it that length just to get that on there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off at about 1.5. And I actually have another one I could use, but oh, that's short too, so it didn't matter. Okay, so you know, this is real life. Okay. So I'm going to put it right up against there, and then I am going to check it with my invisible ruler, make sure it's right. Okay, I think I overlapped it just a tiny bit, but I think maybe I'd like that better. It's a little bit overlapped. Okay, so that's good there. Okay, now I'm going to put this on the very end. Oh, and I should do this. And looks good. All right, I'm going with it. Okay. So now, and I will glue this down later. Now I'm going to actually, do I got the same one length? Okay. And so this time I want the dotted side up. Got too many things on my desk. I can't seem to, I take stuff off and then I bring stuff in and it's like a never-ending battle. Okay. You know, this is a little bit longer. You know how it's like you use a different brand of paper and it's longer than the other one at 12 inches? Isn't that funny? Different manufacturers. Okay. And then I have one of the solids that is the rainbow. Or it's not really a solid, it's muted. Almost like a marble, pastel marble. I haven't had a message all day. Oh, I guess I did too. My little grandson was sick yesterday. He just seemed like he just felt horrible. He wanted to play so bad and just, it's like, I just want to feel better. So he'd lay down in his mom and then he'd get up and he just could not find a spot where he felt good. Okay, so that's my stripes, but I'm gonna have to use one more because you know what? I actually had planned it where I thought that would make it right down there and it's not. So I'm gonna have to use one more. Do I want to use this one? Let me think about that for a second. Or do I want to use this? Nope, that's not going to make it. Okay, I might just use this again. Okay, I might use that again and just overlap it. Because it looks like I did not lay it out straight. Okay, we're just gonna have to wing it. You know, that real life thing again. Okay. So I'm just gonna slightly overlap it and leave that brown edge show. Cut that extra off again. Okay, there we go. And now for this girl, let's see. She's got them vertically. I was kind of considering tilting one. Okay, also the other thing I'm gonna do is I had this in my kit, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So I think I will tape this down to the picture first. Okay, my goal is to not cover up her fingers or head. And I got a little bit of tape on that picture. Did I fold it over? Oh yes, I did. Wow. There you go, something went right. Okay. So let's see, now is decision making time. Because even though she's got, you know, straight, it's just, you know, inspiration. I don't know. I think I want it crooked. As much as I don't do that very often, I'm really liking it like that. So I'm going to leave that right there so I know where it's at. And then I'm going to put this up about right here. So I got to check it again with my invisible ruler. Because the parts that I want straight, I do want straight, even though it was a fail down here. Okay, so that's good there. Now, for more tape. And now I'm kind of going around it mostly, just because that will help hold that on there. Okay. And I just got to cover up that one spot that I had to put together. Okay. And I might have to put a dimensional here if it doesn't want to adhere right there, but it might. Okay. And then, where's my little sign? Okay, now she had her title down here, and I'm going to use this little label that I put in the kit that says Princess. This is perfect for her because, of course, she does seem like she is the princess. But don't they all? And let's see here, I think I'm gonna put it here. Let's see, if I actually centered it, where would it end up? Maybe roughly right around there. Okay, I'm gonna call that the spot. And then I have these little flowers. One is like periwinkle, and one is a, well, it's kind of a limey green, but very pastel. Okay, they have these backs on them. So here's what I do to take the backs off. I used to just let them fly, but this works well because you can see it and you don't have to worry about closing your eyes because it's flying around the room. Or, you know, telling everybody else to look out because here it comes. Well, maybe, because now I'm not even knocking it off there. Okay, let's see, where's my other side? This really does work well. So I did not cut through it at all today. Okay, I got through that. And it doesn't matter if they're metal or plastic. If it's flying around the room, it's dangerous. Okay. that snapped me. Okay. So now I'm just going to put one on each end, almost like it's holding the sign. Okay, do I want it that way or this way? We do have a little bit of green here, so maybe I want the green over here and this over here. And I think I'm going to use this Tombow Mono, and if that doesn't work, I will use E6000, but usually it works. One of the glues. Okay, and where this is, the little part that still is left sticking up, I'm butting it right up against that. That worked well on the other side, so I'm believing it will work well on this side. Am I getting it to hit up against there? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So when that dries, it should be good. Okay. So now, you know, this is the girl who loves the bunny. And so I have this bunny here, and I'm going to use some dimensionals just underneath the side here and underneath the bottom. And where's my tweezers? I don't see it. Yes, I do. See, I think I have all my tools here, but I don't. I'm always looking for them. Okay. Put one down here. And one over here should do it. Let me see. I think I need one more close to his tail, maybe a half of one. Okay, that should do it there. And maybe I'll put that other half right here. I think about when it's going to go into the page protector, or actually I have the creative memory, so it's like be taped down and then the page protector over it. It's like, will it get smashed in there? So I try to think of that, and that's why I put on as many dimensionals as what I do. Okay. So there's that little bunny. And then I have this little chipboard butterfly. And let's see, what glue do I want for that? And a little bit of this cardboard is pulling up. So I think I'm going to rip that off. I mean, it's like just one layer. So it'll still be plenty dimensional. And I'm just going to make it look like it's flying above this little sleeping bunny. Okay. And then I have another bunny. And this one I'm going to have it just flying right above this center picture. And it doesn't seem like it really needs anything behind it, so I'm just going to glue it. Okay. And then I have this, one of the rainbows and clouds that, nope, it's actually from one of the chipboards, which is probably actually Echo Park, where these papers are American Crafts. But, I mean, you can see how good it goes together. I was thinking it was just the same one. Okay, so I'm going to let it overlap on the wood grain. Whoops. First I'm going to push that sticky up. Okay, and this one I'm going to put where it looks level. And then I have a sunshine. What way do I, it seems like it goes that way to me. Okay, and I'm gonna put it up here close to the top. And then I have another little chipboard piece that, oops, I almost knocked my visible ruler over, which I forgot to file here, so I'm going to do this real quick, hopefully real quick. That was helpful. I was filing away at it with the side that wasn't working well. This says sweet and sassy. And I'll tell you, if that doesn't describe that girl, nothing does. Isn't that a fact, Grandpa?
That's a fact, Jack.
Okay, and I'm gonna just put this right at the bottom of this, and I'm gonna put it towards one side. So starting at the end. Oh, and I moved that little flower button. Okay. And oh, and now I also have these other little butterflies, and well, I thought they were going to pop out, so I'm going to take a minute and do that. Okay, well, it's a good thing I paused to do that because it took a good minute. Probably 3. It was harder to get out of there than what I thought. Okay, so I'm taking one of these little things, and they're about the size of an enamel dot. They're pretty small. Well, like the larger enamel dots. And I'm putting one right here, but I want it facing this way. They almost look like little porcelain pieces for some reason. Okay, and then let's see, I think I'm going to use the little pink one down here. Or maybe I want them all up the top. Let me put a couple up here and see. And I'll tell you, it's really hard to glue them and then pick them up. Let's see. Where do I want this one? I think I want it over here. No, maybe about here. Okay, so do I want this other one down here or up here someplace? I think I'll go ahead and put it up here somewhere. Maybe over here. And I think I'm going to try this one, putting the glue here. Okay, and I will have to, well, once I glue these down, probably stay good. Let me tell you. because usually it grabs pretty quick. Okay, so that's Amanda Castle's sketch, and I think it turned out adorable. And I have to say, I would have never done this. That's why I love doing 30 days of sketches, and I really love it. I love the whole design of it, and it's just adorable. So thank you for joining me. Let me know if you're playing along, and I will see you tomorrow, and we'll be on number 4. So see you then, close-ups at the end. Bye-bye.